Hello, this is Retreat Briefing in Monday, April 8th. So today's thumbnail is we might don't have Bitcoin bullish rally before halving due to ETFs. So I'm not saying that the Bitcoin spot ETFs is bad news for the Bitcoin, but due to the unexpected inflows into spot ETFs would reduce the impact of halving comparing to before halving. So I looked this topic later with an article. So this is a daily candle chart of Bitcoin, and during the weekend here it increased up to 70k, and now it is moving in sideways around 69k. And this is a Bitcoin's premium chart in today 1 p.m. So after the L2 signal in last Friday, Bitcoin touched 70k right here once again and made a correction down to here with an S signal. So the L2 signal at the candle is still remaining, but there is an S signal in the Goya RSI. But the candle's movement seems like it is some kind of being supported by the Goya line. So if you look at here, there's only tails coming out, and the body part is not that coming out except these four candles. So it crawled back up and now it's moving over the Goya line. So it seems like it is being supported by the Goya line, so I think it may rise once more if even if it's not a big increase, but yeah. However, if it falls under the Goya line, then it will probably drop to maybe 66k, which this increase started. So where this increase started, so this L2 signal last Friday lowest point is 66k about this tail. So if there's an additional short signals come out, and the price could drop to 66k, so watch out for that. And this is a dominance chart for today 1 p.m. Now Bitcoin dominance decreased in Sunday and even in Saturday, but the price actually increased. So this is very curious things. Maybe it's because of that upward tail here. So you can notice that with decrease of Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum and altcoin dominance here in Sunday, even in altcoin in Saturday also increased, and the Tether dominance kept fall. So this means that people are investing a lot in crypto right now, and now the Bitcoin is recovering its dominance and every other dominance is falling. So this might refer to an increase to a Bitcoin. And the Goya dominance is about 36 points, and this is quite impressive point. So if you look at yesterday, it even reached up to 69 points. So this means that the overall market got an increase during the weekend and yesterday. So with Bitcoin rebounding during weekend, short positions were liquidated in last 24 hours, and the total amount of liquidation is $97 million, and that is relatively very small amount comparing to the last weekend or something. So people already know that this is a very difficult time to invest, since I invest with huge leverage. So I think that is why the liquidation amount is not that big. However, we could notice decreases in the altcoins, so except some altcoins, now it all decreased. And if you look at here, Pepe and Dogecoin, maybe the meme coin, is a turn to get pumped, maybe. And in last 4 hours, it started a slight correction. Now long positions were mainly liquidated. If you look at here, it's $12.78 million. Long positions were liquidated, and 2.47 short positions were liquidated. So that the difference is about 5 times much. So probably this correction will probably end if the Bitcoin starts to rise back up. And this is Bitcoin's liquidation heat map for today. And short positions were liquidated here. Short positions were liquidated here, and where this place is when the Bitcoin reached back up to 70K. And now it came down and started to liquidate long positions around here. So it's moving in sideways right now. But if you see the assets gathering, there are a lot of short positions all the way down to the 68K, long positions, sorry. And short positions are gathering near 71K. And I think since lowering the price is much easier comparing to going up there, I personally think that it might drop all the way to the 68K, which I mentioned a possibility to it might drop to 66K. So maybe it will go down up to here, but if it rises, it will try to liquidate these parts, I think. And this is a liquidation heat map of Ethereum. And Ethereum also, in this part, with an increase, liquidated short positions. This place is about 3,462, and now it came back down again. And both assets are up and down are huge, but relatively this place seems stronger, isn't it? Because it's covered with yellow lines. And this is much closer, so I think it will probably go down to 3,350 to liquidate those long positions, I think. But if it rises, it might rise up to 3.5K. And this is this week's main event that may influence the crypto market. So we have a core CPI, Consumer Price Index, in Wednesday in South Korea. And Thursday we have FOMC minutes and initial jobless claims, and PPI, which is Producer Price Index, all in US. So around those times, market movers might try to make the price fluctuate by mentioning the interest rate, because it's related with the FOMC, and the employment statement, or the PPI or CPI, all related with the interest rate cut or increase, maybe. Not probably increase, but yeah. It is definitely related with the interest rate, so maybe the market movers will keep mention about the interest rate and fluctuate the market's price by mentioning these announcements, I think. So watch out for the volatility in Wednesday and Thursday. And this article is which I used for the thumbnail. So Bitcoin halving is considered to be a huge event made every 4 years about, yeah. And people were expecting some dramatic changes to Bitcoin. But this article says that due to a very strong, here, much stronger than expected, inflows into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, have already caused concerns about a supply shock in the Bitcoin market, so potentially taking away some of the impacts of the halving. So nevertheless, the inflow of Bitcoin ETFs, as said, it's a very positive signal for Bitcoin. But this article is saying that they've already made a record high due to Bitcoin ETFs. So maybe the big bullish rally that people expected to happen after the Bitcoin halving may be reduced by the Bitcoin's ETF. But probably, yeah, it will keep increase, but it won't be that much as you expect. And that's the analysts are saying right now. And now this article is also related with the Bitcoin ETFs that I just mentioned. The BlackRock added Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, UBS, and as APs for Bitcoin ETF, and APs right here means that authorized participants. So now this brings the total number of APs to 9 when they join. So popular ETFs tend to have over a dozen authorized participants. So now Bitcoin really came close to the famous ETFs in the world. So this proves that the power of Bitcoin ETFs, because Bitcoin ETFs it's only very few months, and now it's threatening the top ETFs. And this is a RSI heat map. And comparing to last Friday, you can definitely notice that the weak area cryptos all increased back up, almost all increased back up to between 40 to 60 points. And some more cryptos enter this strong and overbought area, which means over 60 points. But there are still a lot of coins near 40 to 60 points. So cryptos between here and near 50 points, it's very difficult to expect their direction. So I suggest you to wait for a while until the market's direction is redecided. So now let's move on to the Goya Premium chart. So let's start with Bitcoin. So the dominance chart is comparing to 2 p.m., 1 p.m. right here. It's 36.7. Comparing to that, it increased to 47. So this definitely means that the overall market is having a increase. And if you see the Bitcoin score chart, the market price is way above the score. So maybe the score wants Bitcoin to get a correction for more, but I think the power over inflows of Bitcoin ETFs, maybe it's holding the price over the 69K, probably. So now, after the short signal, so there's L2 still here, I said it seems like it is getting supported by the Goya line, so about these places. So it kept being supported and made another big jump all the way up to here. Maybe it's trying back up to here. So if you see the price, the Bitcoin is just about to break through the 70K again. So maybe it is going upward to liquidate short positions. So now it's barely meeting the Bollinger Band right now. So maybe it will get slightly resisted and come down for a little bit, but it seems like it is a positive movement right here. So the today's lowest point, 68.8K, is acting as a first support line, and the 1 to 3, so 3 resist line gathered in this today's highest point, which is 70.4K. So if it breaks through here, then it will probably go up to liquidate those again. So which was, I'll show you the heat map again. Here. So if you see here, there are a lot of short positions all the way up to 71K. So it's about here. So start of this big decrease. So if it crawls back up to here and liquidate those short positions, then it might try to go over this 72K. And now let's have a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's score chart also seems similar to the Bitcoin. So now the score is below the market price and the price is moving above the Goya line. But if you look at the slope of the Goya line, and there's an L signal and L2 signal, so it is being supported by the Goya line and increasing. So it is reaching 3432, and maybe probably this line is a first support, and maybe here is a first support, I think. So if you press SR, it's same what I mentioned. The highest point in today is 3462 is a first resist line. So if it breaks through here, then it will go up and liquidate. Where is it? I'll show you the heat map again. Here, so up to 3.5k, 3.5 about here. So it will probably try to reach all the way up to here in order to liquidate those short positions. So it's about the start point of that long minus candle, and Bitcoin is also same place. So the first support is here, and the second resist is here. First and second resist here. So respond between there. And let's have a look at Ripple. So Ripple's score chart is above the Goya line, so which is leading the market price, and the market price is following up here. So with an S signal, it went down to the Goya line and it was moving under, and even we got an S2, so it reached all the way down to 0.58, and now with an L signal and an L2 signal, it broke through the Goya line again, and it is crawling up right now. It's over 0.6. So this line is yesterday's highest point, 0.60330. So it is crawling all the way back up to here. And this is a sell 1 and sell 2 gathered place. So it's quite a strong resist line. But if it breaks through here, then it will probably try to reach back up with this long tail and this long minus candles here. So maybe this line is another resist line, and if it breaks through that, it will try to enter these areas, I think. And the two support lines are very close, 0.588 and 0.587. So this today's lowest point, and it's Saturday's lowest point. It's both acting as a support, so it's quite a strong support. So I probably think that it will try to go back up, but Ripple just seems so bad recently, so don't trust Ripple right now. Ripple is a long-term portfolio item, so I suggest you to buy Ripple with a spot if the price goes down. It doesn't fluctuate that a lot. And this is for the Doji coin, and the score chart went all the way down, but the market price is keep going up. So right here, with an L2 signal keep remaining, it changed to SLSL, but even there's an S signal, it just gets supported by the Goya line and increased all the way up to here. Now it's trying to reach back up to this long tails. So yeah, of course, this 0 a.m. for today, this point 0.205 is a first resist line and second resist line, and if it crawls back up, then it will probably try 0.21, and it already reached the start of this big minus, so it is moving in a wave. How do I say? It's wave shaped, so it is keep increasing, and if it goes down, it will probably be supported by the Goya line if the chart goes like this. And the support line is here where it started this, how do I say, zigzag movement, 0.19. And if it drops, I think it will drop to here maybe, because it's a quite long plus candle, and there's always a possibility to return to this place. So maybe it's going up like that and coming down maybe. So it is now currently increasing to try back up. So overall coins are now getting back up right now. So compared to the 4 hours liquidation heat map, I think the short positions will now get started to liquidate it. So watch out for trade. So, and I hope you guys to have a safe trading with Goya Premium Chart. And thank you for listening to the briefing. Bye.